Hello, everyone.
There's some great background music in
this show.
Some fiesta music that we've got going on today live from the studio of California.
Yeah, I want to apologize in advance because I'm in a place where there's some music and noise going on.
It's okay. I like it. I like the fiesta music. It's good.
I apologize if it bothers someone, but.
And I mean, if it's going to be on any show, it should be this one, right? Because we got Daniel on the line, and he's involved. I'm not sure if you're the founder or not. I didn't ask of Bitcoin Bebes, which is a really cool NFT project on Wax. He's going to tell us about his project and then give us a little bit of a tour inside the Uplift. In the comments, you can find the maps or the coordinates if you want to go hang out while he's there. There's a pretty cool statue that I just saw the other day of a girl sitting on a sign. I quite like that one. Whoever put that up, it was pretty awesome. So tell us. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh, that's I don't know if he'll be able to join us today. That's Quinn, the ice. You know that him as an ice boat racing guy.
Is that okay. Okay. I've talked to him, but I've never actually met him. That's too bad because I actually kind of want to meet him. He's on the island, right?
Yeah, he's on Kauai.
Are you on the island as well?
No, I'm wearing the Hawaiian shirt, but I'm not in Hawaii.
Oh, okay, cool. I used to live in Hawaii actually. I lived there for about 2 years.
Nice.
So yeah. So tell us about Bitcoin Bebes. What is it? Where did it come from? How did you guys start? Because it's cool. I mean, I'm intrigued already. I mean, how can you not be intrigued with that on the screen?
Well, it first started out actually Sandra the Sniper's birthday coming up July. It's 2 years ago, and this July that she was first minted on Engine. So Engine NFTs, that's where first started before NFTs became really big. And so I used to be an Engine developer and minted Sandra the Sniper on there. And at first it was just an idea about, you have Bitcoin, you have Bebes, it sounded kind of catchy. But then it really turned into, hey, we have all these different characters from all walks of life, right? It's not just the art. So we have the Sandra the Sniper, who is kind of a badass, sniper babe. But she's also a Minecraft character. And we have these characters in the Uplift world, but she's the first one, and she'll always be kind of the favorite character because she started the whole thing. That's her in the jungle. She's a mercenary for hire.
Yeah, I like it a lot, actually. It's pretty cool. So what do you mean when you say she's a Minecraft character?
We also have all these characters in the Uplift game, which is a Minecraft game. And when I say she's also a Minecraft character, there are also Minecraft character skins that you can get or buy, and then you can go and you can play as Sandra the Sniper in the Uplift world.
Right. So yeah, that's kind of what I thought you meant. I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, it's cool. So yeah, like you can get a Sandra the Sniper skin that you can go around in Minecraft. That's very cool. I really like it. That's cool. So you guys are you're on Wax. That's interesting. I didn't know that you were that you had started with Engine.
And then
what's your take on Wax in comparison to Engine, right? Like because Engine is the gaming kind of, Ethereum based gaming platform, blockchain essentially. I'm kind of a fan of Ultra, but they haven't really rolled anything out. But now what we've been able to do with the Uplift World is kind of tokenize it with NFTs. Like, what's your take on that? Like, do you see I'm kind of interested. I guess probably multiple things will happen in the future, but like, do you think that the future is going to like converge somewhere in the middle of real world games becoming more blockchainized and like blockchain games becoming more like real world games? Like, I'm just kind of curious what you think about that.
Well, I see it as becoming like a form of interactive social gaming, which it is now with the Uplift game, but also adding value so people can go into the Uplift world and eventually earn wax and earn uplifting is very cool. And just last night I did a trade with the Mega Store, because taking this promo, which I can show you in a little bit, for this meeting of Queen Amanatu, who is actually the second Bitcoin babe, actually had a horse that got blown up, unfortunately, last night. So
I saw that. I saw a picture of that earlier today. It was pretty cool as well. I'm more of a jungle kind of man myself, but
in the jungle, yeah. But I just wrote out to Quinn was nice enough to get the gear, and also shout out to EOS Mike, who he actually saved Sandra when she was dying before the rails got added. She had to swim, and she did the Iron Woman, and she didn't have a boat. She didn't have any food. That was after the server got refreshed, and so she died twice. And EOS Mike gave Sandra some supplies so she could get back to the community plot.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, there's a lot of camaraderie in there, right? So you guys are in. Sorry, I forgot. You guys are in gratitude, right?
Yeah, the hard one.
Yeah, the hard one, right? So I kind of wanted to tackle this. Like, Bitcoin Babes Minecraft game will be coming soon. So what are your ideas for the, like, I guess you're talking about like your community plot and some of the ideas that you have that are revolving around that?
Sure. So the game is actually we're thinking about doing a game, but then the game is we're actually in the game right now, right? The Uplift game. So there's kind of no point in creating another game when like we already have the Minecraft game, right? Which is huge. And then eventually they'll be combining, hopefully integrating Wax and the Uplift. Hey Quinn, it's actually the first time we've ever spoken.
Yeah, I'm in Hawaii, so
I'm excited about this. Like, let's just not talk about anything but Hawaii for the next hour, because I used to live there.
We're gonna bring Hawaii to the Uplift. Bitcoin Babes are coming to Hawaii. We're gonna do a 007
surfing. Nice
spot.
I like it.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Because Pierce lives over here too. So
I did not know that.
We're kind of neighbors.
Yeah. That's very cool. Because that's very cool. Because we just released Legend just released the Pierce Brosnan. Well, tomorrow actually. The Pierce Brosnan awesome. Artwork will go on sale. Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. And the James Bond theme song to that was pretty rad too. So yeah, welcome Quinn. We're just diving into.
Thank you. It's really nice to be here with you guys and just face to face. This is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, Quinn's been a huge help for getting Bitcoin Babes going, especially in Uplift.
And we've been having.
I was gonna ask you guys, like, how did you guys actually meet, and how did you decide that it was gonna be a good combination of Quinn's building skills and Bitcoin Babes and all that?
We actually it was in the group 2 chat. I think I messaged you about something about condos and how cool it would be to build them in Gratitude, but then he's like, well, it's survival, so that probably wouldn't work. And I'm like, yeah, they would get blown up probably by the creepers. And then we just started talking about things and like art and our planet and Bitcoin Babes, and yeah, good synergy there. And he's been a great help and advising on different things and the branding, which is super important.
So right now you guys have 2 babes, right?
Actually, we have 4 characters. Do you want me to show you Queen Amanatu? And
yeah, let's do that. If you pull it up on your computer, I'll share the screen.
Yeah,
you can see that.
all right. So
I mean, I'm kind of excited for the Hula Babe whenever that comes. That's gonna be fun.
the Hula one. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Let me.
You might want to. Is there? Yeah, that's maybe a little bit better.
Is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
Is that any better?
Yep.
All right.
Still a bit small, but.
All right. Not sure. Well, it's a widescreen monitor, so we'll try. So this is Queen Amanatu. Is that better?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a really wide screen. Like how long is your house?
It's a 49-inch widescreen monitor because I have lots of windows open.
Nice.
Yeah.
Without great equipment, right?
She's number 2. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
And she loves gold, as you can see from the gold and the gold in her back of the room there. And then also we have, let me just scroll out a little bit. And actually, when I said when she's an Uplift character, so this is.
That's the skin.
How cool is this, guys?
That's really cool. Yeah.
And you know, when she has a golden temple in the Uplift, and she's riding around on her golden horse with her golden armor, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so you can see there. Oops.
You guys are doing something like nobody else is doing. really out of the box, and I'm here for
but
it.
we're gonna
like
collab with everyone. We want to, you know, this is about network, you guys, and
yeah,
we're here for everyone. We want to have fun with everyone, and we've been having the craziest adventures. There's so many unexpected like events that have happened that are just hilarious. You know, from our interactions with Michael from EOS USA to, you know, just all the community, and it's been really fun.
I really like it. That skin idea is great, actually.
So did you want me to go into? I have the Minecraft game open.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go have a look at what you guys have built. I was in there a couple of days ago. I'm not sure how much it's changed, but I was I'm a pretty big fan of that recent statue that I saw, actually, which was pretty cool.
Can you see that okay?
Yep, got it.
All right, so let me just see what I have in my inventory here. Diamond armor, thanks to EOS Mike. And I got some enchantments going on. Where's door? Yeah. So I need to make sure I have I haven't been playing Minecraft for that long, but I learned how to bake a potato.
Which is important in survival.
Yeah. So who's the artist of the NFTs? Is that you?
Are you talking about all the Bitcoin babes?
Yeah.
So I'm the creative director as well as the creator. I work with a 3D artist in Portugal. Her name is Nadia.
Okay.
And she is a great help. She actually created Sandra the Sniper. She's an amazing 3D artist. So when I come up with a character right now, there's 4, and I think we're going to work on we actually have a Sandra the Sniper card pack coming up soon. So we're focusing on the main core characters and not creating more right now.
Very cool. And then Quinn, you're the builder. You're the one who's in the world building most of this cool stuff, right?
Well, I'm actually the advisor. I just happen to be also the creative advisor, so I can build.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually we did this tower in conjunction with a friend of mine, Tide, who's a very talented builder. And I did that upper tower as he kind of did this bottom one. So I don't really take credit for this gig, but placement wise and everything and management. So, it's a team effort. And of course, a lot of it was Bitcoin Babes' vision and just kind of, it's wonderful how it all comes together and just working with the natural landscape. And Jimmy, I always appreciated like how you're like, let's work with the natural landscape. And I'm totally the same way. I want to step back, look at everything and kind of see how it all fits together with the maps and, the entrances and kind of looking at it more about a logical real world perspective. How would it work in the real world, right? Because it's going to work the same in this world in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, I've always been a bit of an environmentalist, but that actually came from Hawaii. I was involved in an organization because I was studying there. I was a university student. I was also teaching in Oahu, and I got involved with this organization via the school called Permablitz Hawaii. And they're mostly operating around Oahu, but they do some stuff on Molokai as well. And like, as you know, there's some issues with Molokai and corporations and the locals and stuff like that. And there's also like some serious sustainability issues. And it's kind of like, why are we like cleaning this out to like put grass in here that shouldn't be here when we should have mango trees or pineapple trees or everything on everyone's property, right? And so like, that's kind of like, that really deepened my passion for this. And it's weird because like now, it's kind of Corona. We're not really locked down, but we're kind of locked down, right? I'm in the middle of a massive city, and we just kind of got into Minecraft, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to like bring it back to the natural environment, and like it's kind of my means to an end until I can get back to a place like Hawaii where everyone has a yard, everyone shares their food. And it's funny that you mentioned that because like one of my favorite things about Hawaii is like almost everyone has a tree, a fruit tree in their backyard, right? It might be a lemon tree, it might be a pineapple tree, it might be a mango tree, but like, it's whenever the mangoes are ripe, you can't eat them all. So you pick a few, you give them.
There's fruit all on the ground.
Right? You share them around to the neighbors, a couple months later, like the lemons are ready, they share them around with you. And it's a very like almost, like Ohana family vibe in the Uplift. It really takes me back to that. So yeah, thank you for that. But like, I appreciate, I appreciate Hawaii and I'm really like, I miss it a lot at times, but part of the reason that I love being in this community so much is even though it's a metaverse, it reminds me of that good nature and that goodwill and the sharing, like Daniel said before, like Michael just gave him some, diamond armor and people are giving away beds and people are giving away bread so that people can eat. And it's interesting.
What it comes down to, it's the community.
Yeah.
And it's that small town accountability. And the Uplift has that. We are a tight, close community that is accountable to each other. And the goodwill that we foster reflects into the world and beyond. And so I just want to give kudos to everyone that's fostering community goodwill in the world and that we can do it in a way that nobody could see coming. This is awesome.
Well said, Quinn. And it's fun. I mean, when you're having a bad day, you can go in the game and build stuff and have fun with other people, and if you make some wax in the process or uplifting, then more power to you. And
I'm all about the gamified and incentivized, ecosystem because like this is how we, incentivize behavior and reward good behavior, right? So I think in this world we're so focused on the consequences and holding people, accountable to consequences. But when we start looking at more of a rewarding program, where we're actually incentivizing good behavior, that's fostering good in the world, right? So that's just like stepping it up one more level.
Right. No matter how you look at it, you're always like, life is about holding, people accountable. But you're right. A lot of times we hold other people accountable for our misery or our problems, right? And like, if you hold yourself accountable, right, for your own happiness, for your own business and stuff, that's where things really matter. Hey, do you guys want to go and put up some gratitudes? Do you guys have a gratitude wall? Let's do that, because like we're kind of on this topic, and that might be kind of fun. If you guys have one,
we have gratitude signs just kind of randomly placed around the lab.
Okay, let's throw some up if you guys don't mind. I'd like to have a gratitude on your wall somewhere.
Let's make an official one. Let's make an official one right now.
What happened to Cowie? Where did Cowie go?
I don't know, Cowie.
He's just disappeared.
He was here today and gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he had like some internet issues or something. It's kind of in a weird position.
We don't actually have gratitude signs. We have sign next to the cave house, but we have giveaways.
Let's do both. Maybe we make a new gratitude place right by the gate. Yeah, in front of the gate, on the hill, to the right.
Yeah, what do I need for that?
Right?
Just a sign?
Or just make a block wall with wood if you have it.
And what do you want me to put on it?
You want me to jump in?
Yeah. While he's doing that, let me. Do you want me to post some links in the chat I have some things to give away, some coins.
Yeah, you'll have to. You can't actually post links in our chat, but you can post them in the private chat, and then I can drop them in. Actually.
Let me. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and then I can get the links.
Sure.
What? Stop sharing?
Nope. Go. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
All right. Let me just grab these links real quick.
So it looks like Cowie's having some internet problems.
And I have to get a mouse, so you do that.
And he might come back or he might not. So,
Okay.
let me.
I have the links. 1 second. Where'd the chat go?
I'm having some internet problems. What's going on here?
All right, let me put this in the private chat, right? Okay.
Yeah, and we can drop them in. So, wow. Yeah, whenever we get back to it, I'm grateful for Ahana and I'm grateful for Ahana and the Aloha spirit. I think it's uplifting in a way that going back to what you said, in a lot of ways, right? Some of the toughest, kindest people you will ever meet, I think, on the islands, right? That's kind of my take. I don't mean like tough in a bad way, but.
I guess I'm grateful. Oh, go ahead, Quinn.
No, please go ahead. I'm just noting materials here, so I think the gratitude takes precedence.
I was just going to say I'm grateful for the opportunity to be part of such a great community. At Wax, everyone has been super nice and Uplift and super helpful. When I first started from Engine, it took some while to try to figure everything out, to get set up on testing and all that, and mint things and figure out. We actually have our own token. It's called the Babe token. It's on Alcor. So figuring all that out, and we're going to have a special staking golden Sandra in our pack sale, which will actually mine our Babe token if you're holding it in your wallet. So it's technical things like that, but everyone, like the developer community and everyone has been super helpful. So I'm grateful.
Yeah, so I had the same question as Morton. Maybe we can touch on that after. I'd like to know a little bit more about the Babe token. So, but if you want to go first, Quinn, maybe.
My gratitude is to the Uplift for bringing just wonderful community and for building schools in Haiti and planting trees. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I can't thank Corey and Blue enough for all of their efforts in making this like a reality. I truly believe that we are manifesting reality out of the metaverse.
I agree. And we've got a few people, which I'm sure you know, in the world that are doing some pretty awesome things. Devin and his wife Vanessa come to mind. You know, they have a small ranch. They do you know, some stuff for the environment and as well for vets, right? Which is really cool. Not animal vets, like, you know, war vets. And we've also been thinking about like how we can use the Uplift in the real world, you know, to help. Like we've done things in Haiti with the school, and now we're doing things with Yoshi Drop and the environment and the trees. I was thinking about it, and it's funny because, you know, I think even before I knew who you were, like even before I knew in the Telegram who you were, I was thinking about, you know, wanting to do something permaculturally based in Hawaii as well with it. And I think you're right. Like I think you can bring that manifestation out, right? Like, it's funny too, because actually Kauai is like the only island, well, like the only main island that I've never been to. So I'm like, I have to go back. I've been to all of the others, right? Like I've ridden the mule down the slopes of Molokai, you know, to the old, right? Like to the old, what was it? What's the disease that they had a leper colony, to the old leper colony, like you can write it down there. So next time I come, I'm gonna have to come to Kauai, and we're gonna have to go plant some shit or do something, you know.
Yeah, and I have a lot of connections with sustainable permaculture, and also worked with the first biodynamic vineyard in America.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, nature is super important to me. I feel like it has all the answers, really. And Hawaii is the most isolated point in the world. So we have like the most unique and fragile environment of anywhere in the world.
Are we sure about that? I know that we say that, but I always, and I'm not calling.
We are technically the furthest away from any landmass, major landmass.
That's fascinating.
So that's how we claim that.
Why is it so much cheaper to go?
Most water.
Why is it so much cheaper to go there than Tahiti? That's my question. Because I kind of want to go to Tahiti and take a boat to Hawaii, right?
Yeah, because it's run by France.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know what? Maybe we should explore this off the call at some point. But I think it would be really cool because I really like what you said. Right, the Uplift is the manifestation of. How did you put that? The Uplift is the manifestation of, like, I'm going to change the words because I can't remember.
I'm going to go total metaphysical. All action starts with thought. Mm-hmm. And so this is like a sandbox of thought for all of us to come together and build something really, really rad. And we're already doing it. And the community is the foundation and the network is the function.
Yeah, I'd like to let's do that. Let's play with this idea. Maybe we can do something in the Uplift that represents some of the trials and tribulations that like people in Hawaii have, right? Because like it's not it is paradise, but it's not all paradise. A lot of people don't realize that, like, you know, living in paradise has costs, especially you know, if you don't.
Well, we are actually a big experiment for, you know, GMO companies here, because you can actually grow 4 crops in a year here, right? So you're not limited to winters, and so that's like exponentially quicker than growing anywhere else. And we're in America with, favorable laws for them. So, so you do have like this big kind of like, industrial complex, experimental seed companies coming here trying to further crops and, their style of farming versus, a natural biodynamic type consciousness that's here in Hawaii as well. So it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, let's play with this idea. I like it. So back to Bitcoin Babes, though, because we do have a couple questions that we need to get answered. Are the Babes based off of real life models?
We've had that question a lot. They're not they're imaginary characters, but it could be real.
I mean, I kind of want to send Jungle Sandra in to fight against the GMO guys, right?
Right.
So if she's real.
Sandra don't GMO.
Speaking of which, can you see my screen? I'm sharing number 3, Adina the hacker.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's her latest heist is in Chinatown and it involves diamonds.
So I like how you guys have themed them all, right? Like, this is really interesting. So like, as the question earlier was like, do you have more coming out? And I guess this is probably an ongoing series that you're just going to be releasing more things with. Yeah, I get this weird, like, there's almost like this weird, almost like origin superhero vibe to me when I see these, right? Like, it's kind of like you have these characters, like, it's almost like a Charlie's Angels-esque type of thing, right? Which is quite interesting to me because you've got these characters who obviously have like a subset of important skills, right? Like, I mean, the hacker is going to have very different skills from the jungle warrior in a sense, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I'm wondering, like, this is like, because you've got these skins now and you've got these things in the game. Like, are you planning on, or maybe you don't want to reveal it yet, but is there like a grand plan that you can speak to that is going to like utilize the different skill sets, the different characters, the different skins, like anything you might be able to, because I'm like really intrigued at where this is going. Like, I'm a big kind of comic book guy. Like I like storylines. I like mythologies, things like that. So like the Egyptian one for me is like, that's really cool because like I could eat up Egyptian or Greek or a lot of these mythologies all day long, right? So I'm just kind of curious like where this whole series is headed, because a lot of projects, they just release a series, but you guys are kind of seem to be rolling them out one at a time quite slowly. So I'm sure there must be a lot of thought going into it. And I'm kind of curious where that's headed.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought. So I'm all about the stories behind each character, and actually each character right now has a mini novella which isn't released yet, but a little mini story, kind of like the origins about how they started and where they're at now and so forth. So it's not just we're very careful about the art and the characters and like the backstory, not just throwing something up, right? Because my background is I went to the Art Institute schools and I'm an artist, and I'm also a published author.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I have a book out there. It's called The Hidden Crystal. So, like for the characters right now, the roadmap is we're just going to focus on the Uplift game, and we're eventually, as more people join, I'm thinking that people will be able to get together and go on quests. Like we just discovered that there's things like temples in Minecraft and dungeons and things like that. So they can go and explore other lands and Gratitude and other servers and stuff. Eventually,
you totally need to like do like a Bitcoin Babes Raiders of the Lost Nemesis. I like the name. Like that's really cool. Shout out to the Chicken Caw guys. They're doing something really cool on the Chicken Caw server.
Chicken Caw.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
I think that there's so many adventures to be had, and this is about a storyline, right? Like you're saying, like about heroes, and also about the empowerment of women, and how exciting it is to have so many women in the space because of the creativity that the NFT space offers, right? And all the beauty and art, and so, you know, we love the diversity and celebrate it, and I think this is really fun to have like these heroes and bringing in the different aspects of humanity into it, and also to change the kind of narrative to something that's more organic and evolving rather than something that's prefixed, right? Because this game is like, it's like, who knows where this is going to go? We're going to go to new worlds. We're making Uplift 2. So like, you know, I think that as we're in a new stage of experimental, you know, thought, and we got to stay flexible within it, and you know, flow.
I don't personally see it as, I guess maybe at one point in time I did, but I don't see it as a game anymore. And like, different people are going to see things in different ways. So I'm not necessarily saying that I have to be right on this, but one of the things that I like about it is like a game has an objective, right? I mean, are you riding a motorcycle? That's pretty cool. Where did you build that? I have super sensitive like microphone, and Boso Zoku, who are like the wannabe like gangs, just ride around the streets revving their engines late at night because they think that that's cool. So I do apologize for the background noise because it's so not cool. But like I see it as like that's one of the things that I really like about it. It's the metaverse, and like, you know, Minecraft is the medium, and Minecraft is great. Like, we're doing really cool things. We're hosting cool events. Like, we're building really interesting things. We're building communities. But like, that's what excites me as well, is what you said. Like, we don't know where this is going to go, right? I actually want to go over and I want to see that the big sign with the Bitcoin babe sitting on top of the is in this world, right? You guys just finished building that?
It's in Genesis.
Oh, okay. You guys have applied on Genesis as well. Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we can maybe check that out later. But yeah, like I really think it's cool because believe it or not, I'm not the gentleman in the room. Like, I'm so not the gentleman in the room. Like
you are the gentle heart in the room, brother.
Yeah, maybe, right? But like, I'm very blunt about what I say, right? And I don't like to tiptoe and dance around issues. And it's interesting to me that you said that, because I think when a lot of people would hear like Bitcoin babes, or they see this, like, you know, this cool, really cool 3D animation, they might, if they don't know who you guys are and they don't know what you guys are doing, they might not take it in the same way, where you guys are saying like, we want people to, like, you know, we want women to feel empowered, right? Like, we want women to, you know, join the space. We want this, right? And sometimes we get to this point where it's like, we just read too much into it. So I think it's like really cool, right? Like, everyone wants to, you know, watch Charlie's Angels, the new movie, and be like, oh yeah, it's awesome. Like, but then at the same time, it's like, how often do the people who, you know, go there and watch it like get called sexist and things like that, right? Like it's really bizarre, kind of fine line. So I'm kind of curious about, you know, how the construct for, because it's funny to me that you call it Bitcoin babes of all things, right? But then you have these, like, you know, awesome, you know, really talented
babes.
Yeah, characters, right? That are
like, man.
So like,
these girls don't take any crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
And
so I'm kind of curious, like, how is the concept born? Like, why just women? Like, why not like women and men? Why not like where was the concept for this? Where did it come from? I guess is what I'm asking. Like what was the starting point? Like where did it all begin?
Well,
is there a real? Yeah.
I mean, men are kind of overrepresented there's over-representation in movies and TV shows, right? So women, not so much. Like if you're talking about computer games, especially, it's mostly men, right? So we figured, why not do something like it's not the A team, but it's the babe team as women.
I like that. The babe team is awesome.
Yeah, and then they can go on quests, and there's different characters that have different roles. But yeah, it is a you're treading a fine line, because when some people see it, they're like, oh, it's just eye candy. It's really not. It's we're trying to, the message that we're trying to portray is we have these characters, and we're part of the Uplift, and this gamification and social aspect of it, and people have fun, right? You're going in the game and you're playing with people and you're trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Like I'm quite a liberal person, and like my thing is like
I think that in everything we do, we're always considering that, and we're always looking at like how can we empower women and not objectify them, right? So no matter what we do, we're always going to consider that about what's the message that we're putting out there to the world, right? And our message is that women are capable, and that they're strong, and that they can be really, really cool, and we can have a lot of fun. And so, this is really about like the unity of the space, right? So we can take all the different aspects of humanity, and honestly, males have been overrepresented. So we're finding that balance.
Yeah, and I hope you didn't take offense to that question. I just was really curious about it. Like I'm a very liberal person. It's kind of like you get asked like bizarre, weird questions. It's like, well, totally. what happens if the woman does this? And I'm usually my response is like, well, that's okay as long as sorry, what happens if the man does this? Well, that's okay as long as you offer the woman equal opportunity to do that, whether it's good or whether it's bad, right? Like if you
and remember that we're all here to learn, right? So like we're all doing, there's all kinds of things that happen in the world, and all different kinds of experiences that people have gone through to bring us to where we are here today, which hopefully is like the accumulation of all of that, like so that we can be better for tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you bring up some really interesting points with I'm probably getting myself into a lot of trouble here, but like,
I get in trouble all the time. It's fine. But that's because we're honest, you know what I mean? And if you're honest, you have to consider everything.
But there's certain cultures that there's certain cultures that allow and there's reasons for this actually as well, like good legitimized, some good, some not, like, but historically speaking some of them are okay, but like that allow husbands to have multiple wives, and like in the West we get like all enraged by this, but my take is like I don't know if it's for me or not, but like,
and it's not for us to judge another culture, right? Like,
right,
that's and culture we're talking about,
right? And so my only thing is kind of like, if someone asks me what I think about it, I'm like, I'm not such a big fan. But the reason I'm not such a big fan of it is because, like, if you're not offering the women the chance to have multiple husbands, that's kind of like, right? Like, that's what I want to be. And again, like, I'm not judging the culture at all, because there are historical reasons.
Good for the goose, it should be good for the gander, right?
That go back, right? But we don't talk about these things. We don't like it. So I really like the fact that, like, you guys are that you guys are like bringing this out with your characters. You're bringing it out, and you're doing it on the Uplift. So I guess that goes back to the plan. You've got a few structures here. It takes a lot longer to build in Gratitude than it does anywhere else, right? So you guys are close to Michael EOS USA, so you must be close to me. I'm on the EOS Asia plot, so it can't be that far away. I think you might just be across the bay from me, actually. Sorry?
What's the name of your plot?
The EOS Asia, the EOS Go plot. I was helping them set it up and manage it.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just northwest of where Michael was. So I'm not there very much anymore because I'm busy doing another plot. But like that's very, very close to me. Maybe
this is Bitcoin Babe land. here.
Okay. No, I thought you were totally a different place, but okay, fair enough. But yeah, so like, what are your guys' plans? What are you gonna do with the plot in general? Like, do you have any big builds planned? Like, I know you guys, I makes more sense actually, because that build in that build in Genesis was pretty amazing. If you want to pop over there and show people, I think that was really cool. The billboard Bitcoin Babes billboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn, are you anywhere near that? Because I think I'm over by your castle.
Well, that's where I'll be too.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, can you just beam us there or something?
Yeah, I let me see. I'll open up the game and I'll figure it out. If you send me the coordinates, then I'll get you guys there.
Sorry, I'm so fast right here.
Yeah, just drop them in the private chat. But it's gonna take me a couple minutes to boot up this computer, because this computer is like, it's as slow as it is flat. That's what I'm gonna say. It's an air book, and it's.
Yeah, this one's good. Did you want to do we have some giveaways also in the private chat.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did drop the first one, but I missed that for a second. So yeah. I'm just gonna take this one myself. I'm not even gonna put it in the chat, because like, I want this one, because I really, Yeah, sorry guys. I already took it. You can't have it. Just don't even bother. I mean, I'll come back in an hour, and if it's still there, I'll take it. But yeah, don't bother. It's all over.
Those boards for the 28. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
2400, 4800 for the sign.
Sure. Let me pull this up and we'll see. What's your Minecraft username?
Mine is Bitcoin Babes.
Okay.
All one word. Yeah.
It'll be a couple minutes, because it's really slow. So very cool. And yeah, so the land that you guys have in Genesis, these are your private plots as well, then?
Yeah, I had to. I wasn't. This isn't a community plot. I had to during the land sale, the first Uplift land sale, I managed to get a land plot and a rail. But for gratitude, we have a community plot, so it's a much larger lot. And the plans, as Vicky referred to, we wanted to have like each of the characters, they have their own kind of headquarters. So Sandra the Sniper probably have like a tree house or some sort of jungle place. Queen Amanatu is actually going to have a temple up on the hill behind the flaming towers that we just saw. There's plans for building like Egyptian temple with a magic room.
That's really cool. So you're gonna build it's like this. It's like a secret base.
Pretty much. There's actually an underground layer that is kind of secret. We're gonna show that we've been working on tunneling out underground, and there's a huge underground cavern that probably Adina the hacker will have her hacker base. You'll have to use a key card or something.
I like it. Can we can you guys just work really hard for the next 6 months and like make this awesome? And then can we get some big studio to like adopt it and make a movie out of it and like, redefine the paradigm?
We're using the horses, so we're trying to get our horse locked up.
Yeah.
And then we'll have like amazing horse tours and activities and stuff like that.
The horses. Did you see
that? We can go through the Babes land and do tours.
Nice.
I
like it. That sounds really cool.
Real quick, because then I run out of time. But this horse here, I mentioned Akua, but we actually lost a horse in the making of this shot.
You'll have to put a deposit on your horse before the tour, actually, because we have creepers in the land. We can't be held accountable for creepers.
Yeah,
I love it. You gotta sign
You
a
gotta sign a
document
waiver
that says
that you don't hold us responsible for any creepers that happen to creep on our property.
Yeah, I had the saddle. This is actually really hard because I had a saddle on this horse, and thanks to Quinn for picking it up. And so I rode it out, and I rode right into a creeper that exploded. And the horse.
I just got that horse. I had to swim to an. I had to
Yeah.
find. We found Horse Island,
Yeah,
and
actually,
then we had to like get all the materials and then drag them with a boat. Luckily, they swim, and then we got them back. And luckily, I did get a couple colts out of the.
actually,
we got back, so we're still good. We still got stock.
1 second.
At first, we were trying to put the horses in the boat, and that didn't work at all. Apparently, there's not enough room for you and a horse in that little rowboat.
I have the horse here.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there.
We don't know what happened either. I think we're good.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So this is Horse Island. We were trying to get these horses into the boat. Come on, you stubborn horse. But then we were like, oh, we need leads or, a sack. And the poor horse got stuck in the ocean.
I came back 2 days later. He was still out there.
I like it.
And we were trying to push him with the boats, and the sun was going down, and there's actually underwater creepers that came up that were trying to attack me. You can see there.
I just love that you've made a video out of it. This is awesome.
The horse is still there. It's like
Epic documentation.
Save me.
It's like, how could you leave me out here?
Don't worry, but you're not moving anywhere.
Did you know that if you ride a horse in the water, it sinks, but then if he's on his own, he can swim?
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so long, horse. I have to leave you now.
I mean, that would make an awesome NFT. Seriously, like it would be really cool.
Yeah.
Are you playing music for us again, Jimmy?
Oh, that was the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the music was part of the video. That's why I thought it was so awesome. Like the music is so like slow, and it's just like dun, dun. And I thought like you actually put the music to the video. It wasn't part of the video.
It was the game, but
Okay.
Is it
we actually have the magic
game?
moments, which coming soon.
Nice.
Well, probably a blending.
Well, I would love to stay here and talk to you, but I know that you said that you had to go, so you guys can drop off whenever you need to. But I just want to also say, I think maybe my stream here crashed because I tried to go into gratitude, so maybe we'll just save that for the next time, and we'll showcase Genesis next time. We got a pretty good thing for gratitude, but is there any if Kylie's been asking this question, he's been really good at it, and again he apologizes. He had an issue tonight with his internet as well. But he really wanted to stay, but he said he was like 5 minutes behind, and he felt like every time he was speaking, like he was irrelevant, and it just I think it's just getting annoying. So if there's anything because Kylie's been good about asking this question to people in gratitude, if there's anything that you guys need, right? Like when you're doing your build, like some of the people who are out there who are supporting your community, and if you're at all a fan of Bitcoin Babes and you're watching the show, like you should totally support their community because they've given away like a crap ton of NFTs. today. So like that. Thank you for that as well, on behalf of what the community exists. But like, could you maybe tell us, like, do you need anything? Like, do you need people to come and find you when you're in game and throw you a bunch of glass, or throw you a bunch of brick, or throw you a bunch of soil? Like is there anything that you guys like are lacking on your plot that like you're like, that would be kind of nice, and maybe extend that spirit of gratitude? Maybe people can come, and maybe they want some snowballs or something like that, and you guys can do like a fair trade type of thing.
Thanks. I would say right now is just finding builders. We have Tide is his name, but yeah, he's kind of part-time, help with the gate. And so if you're interested in building a Minecraft and want to be a part of something fun, please join the Telegram group, and I'll post the link here in the private chat.
Got it.
Feel free
Yeah,
to.
it's great, because now we can list more people and actually, have more help. And
Right.
yeah, there's a lot of projects to be done for sure, and a lot of really fun things that you could look back, 20, 30, the next generations, be like, my grandpa built that over there, that
It's
famous
still
pyramid on Bitcoin Babes land.
The flaming towers are those. Actually, the flaming towers are netherrack. It will always burn. So it'll burn probably, I don't know, next 20 years.
Right. And like, think forever, right? Won't it burn forever?
Yeah, it said it would go out if it rained, but it has rained and it's still on fire.
You got to put like just a little roof over it, and then it'll burn. I like it. I'm not even sure if I'm in your Telegram, to be honest, but I'm definitely going to join.
Thanks for having us, and it's been fun.
Well, we're hoping to do this. I think I'm in there, but we're hoping to do this again. The original idea was to get people to introduce their projects and what they're building. It works really well for Genesis. For gratitude, especially, it's like, it takes a lot longer. So I really I want to get the Genesis people on again. No offense to them, but like for the gratitude people, I think this series is going to be really interesting over time, right? Like as these builds keep like getting built out and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? It'd be really cool. So I really want to see the pyramid and the underground hacker cave, even though that's not my favorite Bitcoin babe. Those are the ones that I'm looking forward to for the accessories. Let's put it that way, because that hacker cave sounds pretty cool, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the jungle hideout, and we'll let you know when it's done.
Yeah, it'd be really.
It's
awesome.
Gonna be really fun, and the whole spy vibe and futuristic, but even bringing it to the different ages, So, yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's just an amazing project. And
I think so too. Yeah.
And the art is amazing. Great job.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm blown away by the art. I kind of want to know how you did that, but
Yeah. And